70% of all searches online are not in English. Asia has more internet users than Europe and America put together. Up to 85% of consumers are prepared to buy cross-border, but only 18% actually do. 85% of all new business procurement is initiated online. Okay, so here are 5 steps to help you increase international sales from your website. Quite often people develop a website with the UK market very much in the forefront of their mind, and then think about how to sell globally and then add on at the end. But it really needs to be thought about right at the start of the project. So step number 1 is all about the design of your website. So try and make your website as visual as possible rather than relying on lots of copy. An image speaks 1,000 words, but it speaks 1,000 words in any language. So try to use pictures, diagrams, animations, movies, as much as possible, as opposed to large blocks of text. Step number 2 relates to your domain name strategy. Now, there are 2 options here. Either you go for an all-encompassing .com domain and have all of your language sites hosted on the one domain, or you buy a range of local domain names, .ie for Ireland, for example, .de for Germany, and so on. Now, the only problem with that strategy is sometimes it can be difficult to buy a local domain in the country unless you have an office there. For example, in India, it's very difficult to get an Indian domain without an office. Step number 3 relates to international SEO, search engine optimization. The most common mistake people make is they have their set of keywords that are targeting in English and they translate them word for word into lots of other languages. Now, many other countries search in a very different way to the people in the UK speaking English. So don't assume that you can just literally translate your list of keywords. You need local people in the area who can translate your keywords and use the local language that people are most likely to search for in Google. Now, in order to achieve this, you need to employ a good translation company with people in the local areas, but also you need a very experienced SEO company working for you. Step number 4 relates to language barriers. This is the most common barrier to overcome in trying to increase international sales. Try to employ a translation company to translate your copy on your website properly. Now, if that's not possible, there are automated tools out there such as Google Translate, but these are not 100% accurate. Imagine how you feel if you go to a website and the grammar is incorrect or the text just doesn't read right. When you're doing the English version of your website, try and keep the language simple so that it can be translated easily at a later stage. My 5th and final tip relates to mobile and tablet devices. Now, browsing the internet on a mobile device is increasing all over the world, but especially in areas such as Africa and Asia, where sometimes people only use a mobile device to access the internet. So make sure your website works properly on a mobile or a tablet. You can do this by having a responsive website which will automatically adjust itself according to whichever screen size it is being viewed on.